Two people, same cafe, same afternoon, same seat by the window, and the same threat forming quietly across the room. One of them walks out, one of them doesn't. The difference between them isn't luck. It isn't speed, it isn't strength. The difference is what was happening inside their nervous system in the 60 seconds before anything visible ever happened. Let me show you both. Let's run the timeline. Person one, she walks into the cafe the way most of us walk into most places, on autopilot. Phone in hand, head down, mind somewhere else entirely. The email she's replying to, the meeting she just left. She's not present. She's living at the world, not in it. She grabs the first open seat, back to the room, facing the wall. No view of the door, no view of the floor. And here's the thing, she's not doing anything wrong. She's doing exactly what modern life has trained us all to do. Numb, distracted, reactive. Now, watch what she misses. Across the cafe, the rhythm starts to break. And here's the thing about a threat forming. It's almost never one big obvious signal. It's a cluster of small ones. One anomaly, you note it. Two, you watch it. Three, converging, and you've got yourself a confirmed threat indicator. Watch them stack. Anomaly one, a man comes in and he doesn't sync with the room. Everyone else is doing cafe things, ordering, talking, scrolling. He isn't. He doesn't order, he doesn't sit, he stands just inside the door and his eyes are working the room. His behavior doesn't match his role in the space. On its own, maybe nothing. Note it. Anomaly two, he starts to move, but it's wrong. Too much energy, agitated, muttering. One hand keeps going to his waistband and back, to his waistband and back. Now you watch it. Anomaly three, he fixes on the far side of the room and he starts closing. Not wandering, direct, purposeful. The energy near him goes still, the wrong kind of still, and for half a second, the whole room's hum drops. That's three. Three anomalies converging in under a minute. That's not a bad feeling. That's a confirmed threat indicator, a cluster. And a cluster is the moment you are always supposed to move. And person one, she catches none of it because her head's down, because her system's offline. The cluster forms right in front of her and there's nobody home to see it. And then the moment arrives, the break becomes visible, the thing everyone in the room can suddenly see. And this is where I stop the clock, right here, a millisecond before, because I'm not going to show you what happens next. You already know what happens next. That's not the lesson. The lesson is everything that came before this frozen frame. So let's go back. Same cafe, same afternoon, same seat, same cluster. Different nervous system. Person two, same door, same afternoon, same threat already forming across the room. But watch how she enters. She pauses at the threshold. One breath, in through the nose, slow out. It takes her less than 2 seconds and nobody around her even notices. But in those 2 seconds, her nervous system comes online. She's not looking at the room, she's feeling it. What's the rhythm? What's the emotional tempo? Who's driving the energy here? That is the pause and scan. And it's the difference between walking in blind and walking in aware. Now watch her choose her seat. She doesn't take the first one. She takes the one with her back to the wall, a view of the door, a view of the flow. She's not being paranoid, she's being preloaded. And because her system's online, that same cluster that person one missed lands. The man who stands inside the door and works the room, she clocks him. Not with fear, just a quiet note. Anomaly one. The agitation, the muttering, the hand going to his waistband and back, she catches it in her body before her mind even explains it. Anomaly two. And the second he fixes on a point and starts closing, that's it. Anomaly three, cluster confirmed. To her, that's not a bad feeling she talks herself out of. That's a confirmed threat indicator. And a cluster is the message. She doesn't need to know why. She doesn't wait for certainty. She doesn't wait for proof. By anomaly 2, she's already moving. And here's what she does. She runs a loop. It's the core of everything we teach. Sense. She's already registered the shift. Shift. A small adjustment, a breath, a change of angle. Her weight moves towards the exit. Decide. Not freeze, decide. Distance. Move. And she flows. Not running, not panicking, not drawing a single eye. She gathers her things like she just remembered somewhere she needs to be. And she's out the door and down the street before the moment ever arrives. Sense, shift, decide, move. By the time the break becomes visible, the seat by the window is empty. She was never there for it. Now I know what some of you are thinking. She just got lucky. Some people are just switched on and some people aren't. No. That's the myth I want to kill in this video. Person 2 wasn't born different. She was trained. Here's the truth nobody tells you. In a moment like that, you don't rise to the occasion. You fall to the level of your nervous system preparation. Person 1 had no preparation. So when the cluster formed, her thinking brain, the slow part, tried to process it and it froze. Tunnel vision. That's not weakness. That's biology. Person 2 had trained the loop so many times that it ran on its own. Flow vision, not tunnel vision. Her body moved before her mind even finished the sentence. That's the entire difference. State before skill. You can't buy better eyes, but you can train the nervous system that decides whether your eyes are even open. Everything person 2 did, the pause at the threshold, the way she read the rhythm, the seat she chose, the anomaly she caught, the loop she ran, the calm she moved with, none of it is a gift. All of it is trainable. And that's what threat agility is. It's not paranoia. It's the opposite. It's the freedom to move through cafes, airports, train stations, crowds, your whole ordinary life, grounded, clear, and present, instead of numb and hoping it's never your cafe. Flow with the go, invisible until necessary. The full program's called Beyond Personal Security Awareness. It's the starting point for everything we teach civilians, and it'll rewire how you walk into every room for the rest of your life. Links below. Be person 2. Next time you walk into a room, any room, ask yourself one question. Am I person 1 or am I person 2? Because the room won't wait for you to decide. Everywhere, nowhere, always.